Hello. Hope everybody had a good Christmas. Our Christmas did not go as planned. If you can tell, I'm a little sick. I think maybe I had COVID or the flu. I'm not really sure. It doesn't matter. Sucks either way. We had to cancel our trip to San Antonio. We ended up staying home, and it was just a very chill Christmas here with us and the kids and my mom and dad, and very simple Christmas. Turned out really well, actually. But yeah, Bonnie was the first to get sick. She recovered within 24 hours, thank goodness. She was very, very, very sick. But then she was better the next day, and then I got sick. And then my dad got sick. Beckett and Ken and my mom somehow managed to just be just fine. But I am recovering. I have not eaten much. I sure didn't cheat on Christmas because I couldn't taste anything. Anyway, so I just haven't eaten. What I've been doing is drinking electrolytes. We're going to talk about the new electrolytes from Keto Chow Salty. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about my new planner. A lot of you have purchased that already. Thank you so much for your support. We're going to talk about New Year, New You, new goals, and the January challenge that I am running inside the PhD community. If you are not in the PhD community and you would like to join, you can join for $5. That gets you access to the challenges, extra live Q&As, and all kinds of fun stuff in there. So over here in the corner, you see this QR code. You can scan that at any time. It'll take you right to the landing page for the Proper Human Diet community. I know a lot of you are already in there and you're all excited to get started with the challenge. So let's get crack-a-lackin'. I'm going to cough a lot. I have a tissue over here. My goodness. All right. So let's start with the January challenge. The January challenge is something I'm changing up this year. For the past several years, I've run a carnivore challenge in January. This year, I thought, let's make this a little bit better because I think carnivore is great. I think it's wonderful for an elimination diet and a lifestyle if that's what you choose. But a lot of people jump into carnivore and it's just too much, especially when they've cheated or they've went off plan in December. Like, maybe that's not reasonable. And I didn't want to lose people that need help just because they don't want to do carnivore, right? So, sorry guys, here you go. Here's the website for the community. It's phdhealth.community. So in January, we're doing a consistency challenge because honestly, if you're not consistent, it doesn't matter what goal you've picked. It doesn't matter what diet label you've picked. If you're not doing it consistently, then none of that matters. Fundamentals matter. Discipline, accountability, and consistency. So those are the three big topics we are focusing on in January. And reflection. So with that being said, that's what the challenge is. You could pick whatever you want. If you want to do triple B&E, if you want to do ketovore, if you want to do dairy-free, if you want to quit drinking Diet Cokes, if you simply want to make sure you're not cheating for 30 days. 30 days, no cheating. If you haven't done that yet, a lot of you maybe think that you have, but like, have you? So in the planner, there are worksheets that are specifically made for consistency and staying consistent. So we're going to go through that really quickly. How are you guys feeling? By the way, is anybody else sick? So the Purposeful Path Planner is what I've called it. It is a PDF. So you can download it and print it out. You can download it and put it in your GoodNotes app on your iPad. You can send it off to get printed at Office Depot or Kinko's or one of those places. You put it in a 3-ring binder if you want to. So when you buy it, you'll get sent to this landing page. You can download the full planner here. And if you just want to download the worksheets, which is a smaller file, then you'll click that, and that's extra. Like, the worksheets are in the planner, but this gives you a more condensed version, so you're not having to print out every single thing, right? So if you just want to print out the worksheets, you click right there, okay? And there's a lot of worksheets, but there's not as many. So there's 46 pages in just the worksheet. This is what it looks like. I think it's really pretty. I'm very proud of it. It's $19 for those of you who are interested, and you can go to nishaplanner.com and check your spam, check your junk mail, and if you still don't see your email confirmation, then you can contact support@drberry.com. So you don't have to have the planner to do the challenge, but it's going to be helpful. And we're going to, like, if you've bought a planner before and just it's not been used, if you're in the community, you're going to use that planner because I'm going to make you. I'm going to make you. And if you don't have the planner, you're still going to get benefits because you're going to go through the activities and the movements with us anyways. But if you're worried about not using it, I promise you, if you're in the community, you're going to use it because it's part of the curriculum. But like I said, it's not required. You can just follow along with the prompts inside the group if you want to. The very first step, and what I want you guys to focus on, those of you who are wanting to do the January challenge, whether you're doing it with me or you're doing it on your own, if you haven't stopped and reflected on the past year before setting new goals, you're doing it wrong. I hate to break it to you. You're doing it wrong. So many people just keep pushing forward, and they don't take the time to stop and reevaluate where they are, where they've been, and what has happened in the past year, be that good things or bad things. What helped you, what hurt you, what's held you back, what's boosted you. So the main worksheet that I want you to do, and if you're inside the group, this worksheet is in there already. It's free. You can go get it right now inside the group. It's the 2023 year review. If you do nothing else, do this. And you don't have to have the worksheet. But I want you to sit down and I want you to think over all the things that happened in 2023 that were good. And give yourself a pat on the back. If you did something really, really good, you hit a big goal, give yourself a pat on the back. And then also go through the habits and things that you did that pushed you to be successful in that thing. And then, what didn't you hit? What goal didn't you hit? What didn't you get right? What are you still trying to get in 2024 that you wanted to do in 2023? And what do you think held you back from doing that? Do that right now. Do that today. Do that tonight. Set some time aside when your family's asleep, when you have some alone time, have some mood music, light a candle, get some tea, whatever you want to do. And really sit down and reflect and go through month to month. Like, what did you do in January that was awesome? February, all the different goals. And this is setting you up for next year to be able to do this very easily, because if you are documenting, that's the name of the game. Okay? Documenting your journey. If you're doing that, then you're able to go back and reflect very easily. It's right there in black and white on the paper in your notebook. You can use a notebook. You can use my planner. I don't care what you use. Document it. Keep it in a place where you can go back and you can reflect. You can't get where you want to go if you're not taking the time to see why you haven't got there yet. What's holding you back from being successful? It could be so many things. It could be that you're allowing other people to influence you in your decisions, and that might be your decisions in what you're eating, what you're doing, how you're feeling, your stress. There's so many things. Ken just texted me. Sorry. There's so many things that you need to take into consideration. So I want you to reflect on 2023, give yourself a pat on the back, and then give yourself a gut check. What have you been complaining about all year that maybe you should just stop complaining about and do something about it? Or stop texting me, Ken. Or are you complaining about something that's not even within your realm of possibility of changing it? Maybe you should just stop complaining and come at it from a different angle. Like, give yourself a gut check. Be honest with yourself. You're not going to like some of it. I hope if you like everything that about reflecting 2023, you're not doing it right. You're not being honest. There's plenty of things in 2023 that I didn't do properly, that I didn't do right, that I skirted right over or made excuses or just didn't address and shoved it under the rug. If you're not gut checking yourself before making these new resolutions, you're skipping an important step. You're skipping a huge step. Not no one, but so many people don't talk about this. They're all like, set your new resolutions, New Year's resolutions. And yes, I want you to do that too. Of course. Yes. New year, new you. Blah. Okay. But you got to take the time to really reevaluate everything in your life. Work, mind, body, soul, relationships. All of that you need to reevaluate everything. Is it working? Is it not working? How in the world are you going to make changes if you're not seeing what's right in front of you? Can't chase those new goals with the monkey on your back still. Okay, so that's what I want you to do to really get set up for a positive 2024. See where you're at so you can get where you want to go. All right? This is not groundbreaking stuff, but I feel like it's skirted over by so many people. It's so easy to just be like, next year is going to be awesome. And then what? Okay, how? Well, I'm going to do carnivore. Okay, did you say you were going to do that in 2023? How did that work out? And why didn't it work out? Or, fill in the blank. It could be anything. Anything and everything. And don't just keep it about diet, okay? Being a better human. It's about the food you eat. It's about the people you're around. It's about your spirit and your mind and your soul and your friendships. It's so much more than food. But yes, food is very important. No, the planner does not have reintroduction. It's not an elimination diet planner. It's a consistency. Like, you can use it to do your elimination diet, but no, the reintroduction, plus you need guidance. Like, I'm going to make sure I have a full-blown course that goes through 90-day elimination with the reintroduction, but that's not ready yet. But if you're in the group, I can walk you through reintroduction, no problem. But that is not part of the planner. The planner is, I want you to document this year your struggles, your wins, your food, your movement. If you're reading more, if you're getting an education, maybe you're taking, the Primal Health Coaching Program. Maybe you signed up for that on Black Friday. That's awesome. All right. Document this whole year so that when you get to the end, you can see where you went. But it's way deeper than that. And when you get the planner, it comes with a video, and I'll walk you through how to use this planner, and I'll give you a real big pep talk. So you get a video companion with the planner and the worksheets. Hey, Marie. Awesome. If you got the planner and check your spam, check your, all the places where emails tend to go and hide. If you can't find it, then you can email support@drberry.com and they will help you out. Thank you, Jonna. So I hope that gives you an idea of where we're going in January. To the moon, baby. We're going to the moon. That every month, too in the planner. There's a monthly reflection. This is so key, guys. So many of you, I see this in the community. I see it on YouTube. I see it in Facebook groups. You keep chasing and running full force ahead, and you're trying all these different hacks and the sardine fast and the water fast and OMAD and triple B&E and like fill in the blank. And you're not stopping to see where you've been and really be honest about how have you been consistent. One of the pages in the planner, well, several of them, are bubbles that you're going to have to fill in. And I tell you in the video to fill them in with color. Green for good. You did what you said you were going to do for 30 days. Come on. And red for a day when you flubbed up. All right. And if you get to the end of the 30 days and you have 15 reds, we're not being consistent. And you have to be honest with yourself when you look up there. It's hard to lie to yourself when you see all those red dots. You're like, okay, why can't I do this? What's holding me back? Do I need to change something here? Is this a me thing? Is this my spouse thing? Am I not taking accountability for myself? Am I making excuses? Like, whatever it is, those circles will keep you honest. We got 600 people watching. What's up, everybody? Give them 24 hours. Yes, so Good Notes is what I use. It's free on your iPad. I think also this Good Notes may work on Samsung tablets. I'm not sure. But it's free, and you can put 3 workbooks inside there. Or you can pay, I think it's $6. It's not super expensive. And then you can download, or you can put the planner inside of Good Notes after you download it. And then you can use your Apple Pencil or a stylus. That's what I use. And then you can draw and write and doodle and do all the things. Or you can just print it out. You don't have to use an app. But I love using Good Notes. If you don't know how to use it, there's a tutorial on YouTube. Okay? There's like 500 tutorials on YouTube. Just type in how to put a PDF in Good Notes, how to use Good Notes. Boom. There's a tutorial for everything, all right? If you don't know how to do something, Google it. YouTube it. Hey, Sina, thank you. I think it was a sticker. She sent a sticker. Thank you. You can send it off to Kinko's or Office Depot. Yeah, Good Notes. And I think we're up to version 6 now, Good Notes 6, in the App Store. I'll pull it up for you guys. Yeah, Good Notes 6. This is what it looks like. It is definitely App of the Year. I can't believe it didn't get 2023 App of the Year. Everyone uses this. And another reason I love this is I don't need 75 highlighters and pens and pencils. Like, I can just pick a digital pen or pencil. But for those of you who just want to print it out, you totally can. And I know somebody told me they sent theirs off to Office Depot and got it printed off, and it looked great. But you can just print off the worksheets or the pages that you like, you know. You don't have to print off the whole thing at once. When you go to print, you just choose, I want to print pages, 5 through 15 or whatever. Oh my gosh. Okay, so salty. These are the new electrolytes from Keto Chow, and they sent me a Stanley tumbler. Boy, they know the weight of my heart, don't they? So these are new. Looks like this. They are cheaper than Element. I'll go ahead and tell you that right off the bat. $33 plus shipping. If you buy anything from Keto Chow from now till January 6th, you get a sample pack for free, or you can just go ahead and get the variety pack. There's 9 different flavors. So far, I've tried the citrus and the endless summer. They're pretty good. I will say they're not as salty as Element, and they're not as tart as Element. And some of you may like that. They dissolve really, really well. They come in the sticks. Yeah, you can use Good Notes on your laptop too. Oh, they have a clean slate one, so that's unflavored for those of you who don't want sweetener or anything like that. They do have an unflavored, and it's called Clean Slate. They got really, what's the word? They got really creative with the names. All right, so Clean Slate, that means it's unflavored, no sweetener, no nothing. And, oh, also no citric acid. And it's got more magnesium than Element, but around the same amount of sodium. I think 968 milligrams, something like that. They're good. I like Element too. We have a plethora of electrolytes. I use Element, I use Ultima, and I'm going to use these too. But just for those of you who are like, Element's too expensive, these are $33 plus shipping, right? And the variety pack comes with all 9 flavors, including the Clean Slate. There's a caramel, Coco Loco, that's chocolate, zesty orange, stoked mango, mondo melon, citrus splash, booyah berry, endless summer. Yeah, so a lot of people think Element is too salty. These don't taste as salty, even though they have almost exactly the same amount of sodium. I don't know how they did that, but they're not as salty. The magnesium, I can't remember what Chris called it, but it's the one that's like super absorbable for humans. Let me see what it says on here. Magnesium chloride. I don't know. You'll have to ask him. They did a live stream where they talked about everything in great detail. So my discount code does not work on salty, but it's already less expensive. So, cut them a break. It's a new product. All right. Do you guys have any questions for me? Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a good quality that they use in the electrolyte drops. I can't, it's not Redmond's, but it's just as good. It's from the Great Salt Lake, yeah. But there's a company name, but I don't know what it is. Hey, Synergy, you got me with consistency. I can use the planner on my iPad and also print pages. Yes, you can. This should work for me. I might be too lazy to use my iPad, but it could get me to dig it out. I am embarrassed to say that I had my iPad for years before I realized that I wasn't using it right. Like, if you're only using your iPad to watch Netflix, you're doing it wrong. There's so many YouTube tutorials on how to use your iPad for digital planning and using Good Notes. Highly recommend looking those tutorials up, especially if you buy the planner. Print it out, but take a chance and download the Good Notes app and play around in there. You're not going to break anything, okay? Right? Guilty. So many people have an iPad and they just watch YouTube and Netflix on it. Like, it can do so much for you and your life. Use it. Use it as a tool. All right. Who is coming with me on this January challenge inside of the community? Who's going to be there? Who got the planner too? I want to see you guys. Who got the planner? Thank you, Amber. I haven't had straight hair in a long time. It feels really weird. I feel like high school Nisha. Joanna. Kim. Yes, let's do this. Let's get consistent. Everly, Melissa, Marie, Wendy. Y'all, this year is going to be good in the group. I'm going to beat you guys up, but like in the best way. If you've been around a while, you know my coaching style. I don't coddle you. I don't pat you on the head. I say, let's stop complaining. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's see what we can do about this. If you're in the group, V. Hancock, I can promise you, you're going to use it. Bridget. Whoop. Sorry, where'd you go, Bridget? Okay, Bridget says, I got here late. Oh, hey. How do I get to the group? So if you want to get in the group, click on, wow. Okay. This QR code right here, you can scan that, or you can go to phdhealth.community, and that's going to get you inside the group. $5 a month is the lowest level. That gets you access to the challenge and my community and Dr. Berry's community and all that fun stuff. And for the planner, if you go to nishaplanner.com, the link is in the description, but I'll put it up on the screen as well. Purposeful Path Planner and Workbook, $19, digital download. You can print it off, or you can put it on your iPad. You can do it on your computer. You can probably upload it to Canva and work on it in Canva too, because you can upload PDFs on Canva now. So just so you guys know that. $19, that gets you the full planner, the worksheets, and a video where I walk you through the planner and what I want you to do with that planner. Is it mainly for women? I mean, yeah, it's geared towards women, but a guy could definitely use it. But, that's my target market, is the girlies. No, we haven't got our labs back yet, Carnivore Mommy. I need to text her. Surely they're back. I don't know. Some of them might have taken a little bit longer. I don't use anything from Dr. Berg. Not a fan. Element's great. Or salty. If you're, either one. Try them out. We all have different tastes, right? What I like, you may not like. And what you like, I may not like. Yeah. 90-day triple B&E. Girl. Get it. Roma, I got the planner and I'm joining you on the challenge, just trying to decide which habit to address first. Yeah. And take your time figuring that out. Like, here's another thing. And then I got to go because the electrician is at the house. A lot of times, and I'm guilty of this myself, we make New Year's resolutions. We set goals based on our fantasy self and not our reality self. Do you guys know what I mean when I say that? Like, in my head, here's an example of something that I do I don't do anymore, but I used to do it, is I would buy clothes for my fantasy self. This person that goes to parties and goes out to eat all the time and gets dressed up. But that's not actually me in reality. Me in reality is a mom of two that stays home 90% of the time and doesn't go anywhere. So I was buying for my fantasy self, but not my reality self. And now I live in jeans, t-shirts, Skims, and I have some like cool clothes too, but my closet used to be full of clothes that would not get worn because I don't do anything. I'm a homebody, not a party girl. Same goes for setting a goal of, I'm going to do carnivore for 30 days. Have you eaten keto for 30 days consistently? Because if you haven't, maybe that's your reality self. Is that you need to just do strict, clean, meat-based keto for 30 days and get that down before you make that jump into carnivore. Because if you haven't, and I mean, a lot of people are like, no, I eat consistently. And then like If I made you write down everything you ate for 30 days, I guarantee you there's some stuff in there that didn't belong there. Be honest with yourself. Are you setting a goal for your fantasy self that you're going to just flop 7 days in? Like, is that too much? Be honest. Are you making a realistic, achievable, smart goal? Or do you just wish you were the person who could eat carnivore? And so you're going to try to do it. And you're setting yourself up for a bad January. We don't want to get off on the wrong foot. Now, some of you can do it. I know all of you can do it, all right? But like, if you're not willing to take that hard step and do it every day for 30 days, every day, I don't want to cheat. I don't want one red circle on your planners or whatever you're using to track. Green circles all month. You can do this. This is not impossible. All right? It's not impossible. So just keep that in mind. Are you setting a goal for your fantasy self? Are you setting a goal for your reality self? And the two can meet, right? So this first little step is going to take you towards your fantasy self. So maybe in February, you do go carnivore, right? And you've set yourself up for success because you did 30 days and you did it every single day. And now you're on a high. And now you're like, boom, let's go. February, only 20, well, no, I think it's leap year, only 29 days. So that's what I want you to focus on. Reflect first, look back so you can look forward. All right. Those of you interested in getting the Purposeful Path Planner, the link is in the description. It's on the screen. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the group. Let's get it. Now I'm going to go deal with my electrician. See you inside the community. Or if not, I'll see you over here on YouTube. Okay, guys. Love you. Mean it.